na kasa no commission etie na ede be ko e na hini nim no nkomo anya guso a ye na mo e bon kakra kakra kai so adwenche no what be fa 0200 421 723 text line 0200 421 723 me patcho message nko a ana be send e normal SMS no e no na be send enya WhatsApp what the ba ya kan e de amount over akwaba
yeah, yeah,
na pom to say
oh body ada
room da body ase ya kodi holiday kakra
oh holidays ne de ebe bara ebiem ne nam kwa so ebe ba
e do me teacher to adonku e na ye holiday ofe
yawe
ai canados o say yabo yeso yabo ya yaba enti yaba pacho de okoye boko
yeah good life
bi ada na akwa
fantastic
da body ase na me ya dom so a memenda ana papa yo he paplasi ne maame
ye kura na chi
nti eno so ye beko omo hwe
ne kura
ye ba
ye ko wasa
wasa ahon ni di mo ne nkwan
e wono a
om di de
amo ne nkwan
amo ne abenkwan so de api woni ho
adenja
omo so di no
oh okay
I'm favorite so ba santo om di ni tintim o konzema atuku anase acheke
atake na ede wari
acheke na se garibi ya gari style bi twitwa we ni bi guso ede pa uja sanchi na bina I start I visada ofe ofa esa se free go ebia na e share topic ya si ene ne da bia obi eba do chi nti ka sema ba kope o de be bono kashiri kakra bia twia bi sisi nsem bia oni akeka so channel fo na muntu a omo itu omo tim pompe so omo de jabi bi maye boso ni ade nyina atofa na fe de no odi ewda pobunu ni
yo ya ye di kan be da hwefo nyina ase
ahwefo so joso
na mi emfiri ase emreko a menka enrade esi ye no kakra bi mense kwaku ahihye bibia obeba beka na de meka ne se obi bia oba ye bia no ye danasi oba de nshira no afi ni ehun se amamfo ahokeka no e kosoro na se e kosoro dia na cheze dachi bi wo ho e mayen o manyi ene adwen sakra ye pese ye sako oba de kwaso zenu ade me hu dream
agensa mu
enim se kwaku ba one ne obeba beka ma abruso na omu wie ye kura ena ye nkwe wa okoka se wa opese oni wo fatwa picture bi abra hey bra me bre
avana so tu frem na ba bia mu bia mba akakre na ma dia tu
e ka se e be ba so announcement wa ya what yes we have read that
frem kra na mu wa mi say on the 12
na nya on the 12
ayi your friend 19 as about
19
ma pam what adi o ka kra na ma dia tu mtensi kra na ma dia tu ova de onu be ka bia ka ma gini si bi
sawama ondo musika ko
ye do check ma
se wara enti e do bibia ase enura ye ni so de o mu baye aspa o mu di babetie ensem eni ahokeka wotimi hu so obi awa ni jem enura ye nkranhye kese ama ye nso e wa akira ye nti ye nkɔ nsa man da na yawo topic ya o kenkan yi yesi ewiye mremu no enema e ba be sisi na e akon akon miensa the king of the south be attack the king of the north e be sa be attack the kings of the east and so na wiase nyina sa kan bom wo ma ba be ko atia Israel enye Netanyahu Israel meka dimona enti program no de e phrase ye nyina ye introduction ye pese ehu the principal characters wo mu de nimu enti ye ko China wo mu fiti ase British for ko share wo mu kubu edi opium tata wo mu ji wo mu ansase a akiri no wo mu sadima wo mu ama free ho no China peja ni mu wono so aka woni tirimu se opeso ye world empire economic empire by 2025 enti no
4 years
or the initiative we buy your friend Belt and Road initiative or threaten in Tabemu outreach Ubia was so na infrastructure and or building. Emma come here who say Ghana cry and say Africa generally. Ghana projects your friend will sign no hydro near if it's a China for over scripture more Isaiah almost nefro almost sinite synonym and into almost prefix Sino Ghana relations Sino hydro there I can't read me
China for no or more Bible
one Juma no be said the kings of the east be raising 200 million man army. Wow. A corner aye can almost di baby. Enti ye be wie no ene ye hu say China president say I no president for life. Russia for also Putin also had the presidency. And the way no characters are almost main characters almost standing by. And if free hono yaba Europe. Now Europe na buy no. And he say Russia and China ahokeka omo beye no. And e dey hu bi e be ba hye Europe fom. Ama omo nso aka omo ho abom. Senia omo betumi agina omo na so brani. Na de eba ni bia no. Omo atimi afesi. Enti ene no omo na focus no omo so. Na Europe nso a na afi yakọ Middle East if you ntokwa no plan on to say attack bi na be start obi be to first attack na afi e di yo na start na be to aso sa na Middle East also no Islamic fundamentalists Iran and ehura di animu atutrasem omo so ewuru a omo so be play enti no characters no na da omo adi the AACC and the characters nedi. And the last time I buy 2 weeks ago I buy and the Russia and the China for say President for life Jinping. Now Russia and so Vladimir Putin also I crowd there. Anyway, we are seeing here if it's a woman in the castle and now almost so. Sanyama win in ABC. And they said, Nana, so we are taking the position there. Now, I am a young about 20 years. Okay. And Sakraya, I can once a week. Be frosty. And the other focus no Europe. Okay. Europe, another white skinned people. Woma sino. If we servant beer, and I say, Akwebia no some prophet Elisha, a friend of Gehazi. Na greed obi besa no we yare na greed bi e ba ye no anka no crunch any master with friends o hin no eno akoji isumasi element na ne basa domain ye wa yinti no yare a owura yi ba besa no entinsi wo ne wasefo ase eno oda ne ye ofri internet so migrate to a more colder climate area and as a climatic area Caspian Sea, between Caspian Sea, Caucasian Mountains, Caspian Sea and Black Sea. Kwaku beka ni nyina because me ma dia me ye no enye ho na me ba beka on de me dia no ama no no ba be bobo e ho no ne ma nyina enti sa o ma se bedore ye no na fi atutrasem wars ne ntokwa de no mo fa ne ko kunkum o mo hu ye ne ma bia nti in history mu ye be fra o mo say Germanic barbarians wo mo wars ni atutrasem yi ena 476 AD o mo de be for Roman Empire sabe na no ye Black Roman Empire black because no broni nyama broni asinu the frigi has there now the whole world was black enti wo mo de o ma tutrasem begingam Black Roman Empire na empire no collapse 476 AD the collapse here no tutrasem no dey take over most of their lands and how do we develop into their Germanic kingdoms edin be ni Anglo-Saxons and the women are British for Mongolians, Ostrogoths, Vandals, Heruli, Suevi, and edin dey bebre most of them omo I will more by modern Europeans ya and they who woman. To omo buy no pepper all kind be or hakakra be mammy. We a World Almanac and Book of Facts 1995. Almanac. Hey.
Okay. New peoples enter world history.
New peoples because they who Bronida. White skin. They be the assassination.
From 400 to 900.
400 AD.
Barbarian invasions. Germanic tribes infiltrated south and east from their Baltic homeland during the first millennium BC, reaching South Germany by 100 BC and the Black Sea by 214 AD. Organized into large federated tribes under elected kings. Most resisted Roman domination and raided the empire in time of civil war. That is, Goths took Dacia in 214 and raided Thrace in 251 to 69. Germanic troops and commanders came to dominate the Roman armies by the end of the 4th century. Hence, invaders from Asia entered Europe in 372, driving more Germans into the West Empire. Emperor Valens allowed Visigoths to cross the Danube in 376. Hans under Attila D453 raided Gaul, Italy, and the Balkans. The W is it West? Okay. The West Empire, weakened by over-taxation and social stagnation, was overrun in the 5th century. Gaul was effectively lost in 406 to 7. Spain in 409, Britain in 410, and Africa in 429 to 39. Rome was sacked in 410 by Visigoths under.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and talk about because you guys will be a barbarian and tell us here on their destruction and in Topa and winning. And to one more Roman Empire no collapse ya Umbana. I feel we are seeing who say I feel the Nipa for about world history and what can kind of one once. Nanam say one more life in Naya associated with wars in Tino. No more warrior gods.
Okay.
Your friend will be Godin. Ono neba near friend of Thor. Ono the god of thunder.
Okay.
And war. And bakun's your friend Tew, the god of battle. Now beka di we nyina no Godin ana Woodin. Minim say and tomorrow Woodin no one who be adin in free. Woodin no. And now ne so ebenya Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Thor. And nam ne so ebenya Thursday.
Okay.
And a Tew. And nam ne so ne ebenya Tuesday. So who say ne din no. These are all Roman gods. No more hono mo a. Wo ma your warrior gods. Wo mo na spirit wo ma be wura we mu a atutra sam ni nkunkum ye ho enema a emfata ena no wo mo ye. Eto da bi ko a wo mo ko war. Na wo mo ko capture forces bi a wo mo be ye bloody ritual sacrifices. Ye kum wo mo nyina de ma gods no. Enti hwen enipa ti say as if we are Emojam penitri muda. Now about the kind bibia free book we mu. Book we a friend Urugu, an African-centered critique of European cultural thoughts and behavior. And I cooking can be a fire subject no when ra. We are no jana akra me the and I'm book book ya. Ni come na atitina. The call net so me ko hu fufuro na. Me dia ba be hye ho. Now e bie mu a book dada. Bibia no a e chese ye mu no. Cover na ye mu no. Da ya wo ba be kan hanum de makan gods no na ye born to fam who they really are.
Okay.
Ndeni mama kia and overcome baby see ha we be see anu adwompo abaha e di aba baby
okay yeah kai was say violence and battle violence and battle were always at hand in the lives of men of the Helden period in northwestern Europe. This statement by H.R. Ellis Davidson allows us to glance at the warrior gods of northern Europe. Wodan, that is Udin, Tiwas, Mars, Mercury, Ta, and Indra of Ayanan, India. There are others, but the pattern is clear. War, the warrior, and violence were worshipped among these Indo-European as antecedents of the present-day Europeans. Udin, a warrior himself, held to be the divine ancestor of the Swedish and most of the Anglo-Saxon kings, rewarded those who served him and who died in the battle with weapons, immunity against wounds, and a place in glorious Valhalla, the famous warrior heaven. The beliefs of these ancient Northmen, the beliefs of these ancient Northmen and women were a testimony to the glorification of war. Davidson quotes from Saxo Grammaticus, who in turn quotes a speech of the warrior Baki. The violence in this early European religion did not only express itself in terms of war and the killings of enemies, but also through the enactment of bloody ritual sacrifice to the warrior god as well. Okay. In the earlier days of Germanic Hittinism, the terrible wholesale slaughter of captured forces and criminals implies a belief in a god of battles who demanded that blood should flow in his honor. Oh, okay. Blood had to be constantly provided for the mighty deity, or else he would be compelled by his nature to seize on the lives of worshippers.
Warrior gods na eji womo on send your debut on beko akukun
na mokoro ma fa ma so de mo
betwa so. Wow. Any medieval history. Yeba modern history mu a European circle war, First World War, Second World War. Omo antokwa no a omo started mra no omo ye barbarians no. After sabe settle First World War 1914 to 1918. Second World War 1939 to 45. Send you sit here. Womo ye we no nyina wie ya womo bro womo hukunkum womo wie na especially Second World War. And America for be can say say there was a must say bibia na European recovery be bad there. Na as I said Europe nyina mo kwa dream bankrom na mo kam hu bom na mo timi kam hu bom dia America so the initiative be beba ye beba be so masne. Okay, senior Europe mobile recover na massa reconstruct continent. Na Russia be can say there be say America for na be chi sika there na ye mpene and we almost see we with their eastern satellite countries and we also call for more e could be a friend of Comicon. Okay, and acronym no Comicon say we almost there e kwan almost be fa so dia yi enti west for no ene timi kan o mu bomu enti 1948 and American Congress a vote to sika $17 billion at that time.
Sika ba wi ase acho.
Na Secretary of State Satan no near friend General George Marshall. Ono na nam no so a obeti ene e ka bibi Marshall Plan and the time bia krobia kwa hunyihiam na wonsen kofo keka na ne mumma Marshall Plan bia and the obeye synonymous with George Marshall and now 1948 US Congress a vote to 17 billion in aid for the friends say European recovery. Now the entire America for Congress here and they say no amufu so amutimi ye we ya enu na bele foundation for the building of a strong